Hey, my name is Emily Kochel. I'm a product specialist with Dimensions and Altmetric. I am your main point of contact for Dimensions and Altmetric at the University of North Carolina. I also wear two hats. I'm also your point of contact for any technical questions you have about our raw data products, such as working with the API. And I'm available for training and support and questions that you have, both technical and analytical, with our Dimensions data and how to use it. So just a quick introduction, and then I'm going to dive into an overview of our data set and our information and what you can do with it. Dimensions, we're going to do a quick overview of dimensions, and then we'll do another quick overview of altmetric. Dimensions is really a massive data set of linked documents that allow you to analyze and search research activity going on around the world. We have everything from the very, very beginning of the research cycle, which is awarded grants, all the way through to the final impact of your analysis and research in policy and patents. It's really a holistic view that includes so much more than just publications and citations. In addition to coalescing all of this data into one space, we also enhance it by disambiguating researchers and research organizations so that you don't have to worry about all the potential different spellings that a researcher might have used on their author affiliation or how they represented their organization of affiliation, to make sure that you get a complete picture when you're looking at and executing your searches. In addition, we provide consistent machine learning tagging for categories and concepts so that you can delve into what the articles are about or filter on the category of the article. We have multiple categories to choose from the Australia, New Zealand fields of research to United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and more. This tagging is all consistent across document types. So a search in publications will also work in our grants or our policy databases as well. The other option that Dimensions gives you is full text indexing. When you search with Dimensions, you're searching the vast majority of our publications, the entire content of the article. So this allows you to cast as wide or as specific a net as you would like to based on the purpose of your search and the information that you're looking for. We have full text indexing for about 70% of our documents. All of these documents are then linked together for a better understanding of the impact. So where possible, we link grants to publications so that you can filter publications by funding, even though funding is traditionally tied to grants. We're able to identify that with machine learning and with tags. We also link the citations together. We're able to represent when publications are cited in policy documents for measuring impact. So these linkages really provide that full picture of the research landscape and how those connections happen, and understanding co-authors, citation networks, and other opportunities. So how might you use this data in your organization? I'm going to focus on our faculty and research column. There's, really understanding the funding. Who has it? Who's getting it? Which funders are giving more in a particular area, or which funders have decided to reduce funding for particular research categories. There's also an opportunity to dig through the grants that are available and see what might be novel research. How can we pair two interesting concepts together to get something new and exciting for the research space? There's also opportunities to find collaborators that will enhance your grant applications, looking at various people that excel in the space or are up and coming in the space or have a novel approach, looking at institutions who are leaders or even geographical regions. If you're looking to expand an international footprint, you can see what's going on around the world. One very specific example would be if you're looking for a collaborator on a publication, you can look at who's doing research in a clinical trial and see if they would be interested in collaborating going forward. So getting to that research before it happens and before it's published is a fantastic use on the research side. Also identifying data sets that might support a paper that's being written or an analysis that's being done, and recruiting new talent. How do we fill open positions with the best people to suit our organization and to enhance our research and collaboration? Taking a look at the Dimensions platform, I'm just going to give you the quickest overview and encourage you to go in and explore this on your own. This is primarily how our end users will access the Dimensions data. It's through the website. We have full text Boolean searching, which can put in here 70% of our documents are full text indexed. We have filters on the side that provide very definitive categorization. So whether it's the journal title, the research organization, or a specific researcher's name or time period. We also have extensive analytical views on the right. These are kind of like pivot tables on steroids, but just opportunities to visualize the key metrics that go along with your search results and understand the best or the most popular or the highest cited, and multiple opportunities that can be copied out for presentations that work with the way you think and the way you want to solve through the problem. And then finally, all of the data that you see here is also available in raw format through our API and through another product that we offer. And it can be analyzed in any way that you like, connected with your internal data. And really the sky's the limit when you get into working with the raw data behind our website. Here's an example of a query in an analytical view, looking for tissue engineering with a United States research organization. And we can track how that research is happening over time. And again, many to choose from, many indicators to choose from as well. All right, we're going to move on to Altmetric and a quick overview of what Altmetric is. In general, we spend a lot of time looking at citations and academic metrics such as H-factor and the like. But there is another key to getting attention for your research besides citations, and that's altmetrics with a lowercase a. Those could be news articles written about your publications. It could be doctors tweeting about a particular medication or a new finding around a particular device. And this information gets captured by Altmetric. We scrape and search sources for unique identifiers such as DOIs or PubMed IDs. And again, we coalesce all of the information together in a searchable, consistent format. We search all of these sources and we catalog the mentions. And we calculate a score. So some of the sources we track are policy documents, news articles such as the New York Times, videos that are posted online, the X, formerly Twitter posts, and then we roll that information, sort of the count of mentions and where those mentions are happening, into a weighted score. And that's our altmetric score. This pretty little ring is called the donut, and it lets you look at a glance where you're getting that information from. So you can see if it's heavily weighted toward news articles or X posts or the like. Our details page wraps up all of the information about the attention that a particular research output is getting in one place. It's very easy to click through and see the actual news articles themselves. Where possible, those links are active and you can read them. Blogs, Twitter posts, Facebook, you can really scan the content. This is always a great place to stop and talk about this score. High score means you're getting a lot of attention. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's good attention. I think the highest score we have in our database right now is the article that says that vaccines cause autism. So just be mindful when you're looking at that score that it means you're getting a lot of attention. It doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a lot of great attention, although it does absolutely skew that way. So how would you use this information? You know, there's, again, this is lots of opportunities throughout the organization. We see faculty and researchers using it to report on their project outcomes. In addition to the citations, you know, thank you for the funding you gave me, look how much attention we got. It's also helpful on grant applications. If your research gets a lot of attention, then it makes your application more compelling, that you're going to take that money, create new knowledge, and well distribute it throughout the world, nation, community, not just to other scientists, but to people who would benefit from that information outside of academia. It's also helpful for professional development, enhancing your CV, building your profile, hiring, understanding who's going to be good to bring into your organization and contribute. And the communications office, it's very helpful for them in terms of identifying experts in the organization. So if they're asked for a speaker for a particular interview or the like, it makes it easy for them to drill into who's compelling and who's experienced in dealing with consumers outside of academia. This is the Altmetric platform, so you can take a quick look. We have the drill downs are across the top, so this lets you look into the specific research outputs. So those would be publications, news articles, books, the like. You can see how that trends over time. You can see who are the people that are talking about you. So it's not just that you got 200 Twitter posts, you got 100 from doctors and 100 from regular people. And then really look at those mentions one by one. So you can read what those statements are and what people are saying. There's a fairly extensive search functionality. You can search by organization or keyword. You can search by unique indicator. So many opportunities there as well. In addition to the Explorer, which is fun to dig through, you also have the option to create customizable reports that can be shared both internally and externally. So with users perhaps outside of your organization, and keep a track of what kind of attention you're getting. These reports can enhance grant submissions and other opportunities as well. They're also great for internal reporting and understanding, what for comms office, understanding what's happening in the organization. And they're customizable, so you can set them up how you see fit for your organization. All right, so just some additional information and resources that we have available. Sarah Davis is the main contact at University of North Carolina. She has videos from training sessions and a lot of great information for you as well. I'm also available if you have questions going forward or want to work through an analysis or get into the raw data at all. And I just have some links here for our support center and our resource library for both Dimensions and Altmetric. And those include FAQs, searchable articles, webinars on specific content uses, and I encourage you to go in and explore if you have any questions. Thank you so much for your time.